Hello. um, I'm super tired today, so I thought doing some spread fingers would wake me up a little bit. But now that I'm recording, I'm super awake. Okay, so welcome to my channel. My name is Nwanda, and this is day three. Day three of the consistency challenge. Got 97 more to go. Okay, so day three. Oh, so my plan was because I was thinking about what I would talk about in my third video, and Uma, today, I had a packed day. Um, so this was my to-do list. I don't know if you can see it. Guys, the phone I'm using is a Samsung something. Not the Asus. It's a Samsung something. Um, but I think another reason why I started recording late is because I was waiting to get a proper phone to get like good quality video, and I was just like, I'm gonna start recording when I have an iPhone 14. I don't have an iPhone 14, 13, 12, 15, 16. But like I said, I was just like compelled to start recording. So here I am recording with my Samsung something. Okay. So as I was thinking about doing this video today, I was thinking about talking about my day and the things that I did and how I was feeling, then I was just like, wait, if I'm going to be talking about my day, is my plan to talk about my day for all the other 97 videos to come? Like, am I going to be like, so my day today? And I was just like, that's not the legacy I want to build. That's not where I want to go. I want to do helpful how-to videos, something. But then I was just like, okay, girl, we are figuring ourselves out. That's why these videos are for you and you. Okay, so today was my gosh, today was a really, really packed day. I had a lot of errands to do. I manage a family business, my family's business. So I had to do like a lot of paperwork and driving around and going places and going here and photocopying. Woo! And I had a meeting. I had another meeting in the morning, and I had to do all these things in between meetings, and then these, and then my walking club, and then after walking club, change, and then go to in community. Another name is home cell. In my head, I think home cell is a more universal name, but anyway. So it was a lot. Um, but yeah, but it was such a good day. I'm very because I'm team management and I like order and I like of course completing tasks. There's just this feeling when I complete a task and I make it to something on time and everything just worked out in the 2 hours that I was free, and then I got to the meeting on time, and then woo! There was during the day I had to go do something for like vehicle renewal, licensing, and all that other stuff. And while I was there, of course, I had to have the right papers and stuff. And I was like, okay. When they're gonna call me? When are they gonna call me? Then the lady calls me, and then she's like, I can see that you're in a rush, and I really wanted to go to the bathroom, but I was like, let me just help this lady because she's in a rush. Favor of God, hello. And I was like, oh my gosh, girl, thank you. And she's like, yeah, totally. And then she was doing all the paperwork. By the way, I had there was one paper there that was wrong. And guys, the favor of God today, oh man, And then, she quickly did everything for me. And I was like, thank you, girl. And then I left. And then as I was walking out the door, the security was just like, dude, you are so happy. And she's like, I can just see it coming out of you. And I was like, oh, girl, thank you. And then I was just happy because tick box, because here on my task stuff, like I scratch out my task when I'm done with it. Scratching out a task does something to me. And I scratch it out in red, and I'm like, yes, I'm accomplished. So today was a really, really great day of like just feeling super accomplished. But it's like super, super hot. Like I said, I'm from South Africa. Durban, to be specific, that's within Durban is a city in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. And yeah, it's super hot. February is hot, hot, hot. So I was like running around doing all these things, and I was really, really happy that I was like ticking all these boxes and doing all these things and meeting people. And then I went to walking club, and I was so tired. I was just like, the goal for this year when it comes to walking club is just to show up. I'm not trying to do a 5K walk in a competition, a 10K run. That's not the goal. The goal is to just be consistent. Oh, also another thing, I actually got to write down my goals for this year. Oh, that was so cool to write down all my goals. So this also goes in with some of the personal development stuff that I spoke about in the first video. I think a little bit in the second video. So I learned this from Dave Ramsey, and he talked about how to break up your goals into 7 different categories. I just want to make sure I get it right, so I'm not giving you the wrong information. Okay, so 7 different categories, right? And I did that with my goals. I started writing this goals this way last year, and I was looking at my goals from last year, and I achieved so many things. Not all. I feel like the financial goal was unrealistic. I literally was like, oh my gosh, my financial goal was in dollars. I was like, I want to earn in dollars. I think it's because I've been consuming a lot of American YouTube entrepreneur personal development content. So I was like, if everybody can make $10,000 a month, I can make $10,000 a month. I live in South Africa. It's not the same. Anyway, so goals, right? So your goals are broken up into, 7 categories. Your career goal, your financial goal, spiritual goal, physical goal, intellectual goal, family goal, and social goal. And he talks about how it's important to have goals for those specific areas in your life. So I wrote down my goals for 2026, and I'm very excited about them. But I want to say the big overall goal for 2026 and 2027, really, I wanted to stretch it for like 2 years, is to be consistent. That's the big goal for me, is to be consistent and just diligent in whatever it is that I'm doing. In whatever I lay my hands to do, I want to be consistent in it and diligent in it, and not just jump ship when I feel like it's boring or it's not coming together or I'm not seeing the fruits, And oh my gosh, first meeting of the day, I went to business ministry at Olive Tree. Guys, I prayed for that group. I prayed for that because in 2025, when I was on this trying to make bands journey, I was like I said, I'm a child of God, a Christian girly, Jesus girly, like from teenager. My mom was telling me about how her grandmother, my great grandmother, would always pray for them, and she would pray for her grandchildren and her grandchildren's children's children. So, my grandmother prayed for my great grandmother was praying for me. So of course I want to be Jesus girl. Because it was written in the stars, in the heaven stars, in the God stars. Anyway, so so I wanted to go on the financial journey in 2025 of making racks, but I was like, okay, I've listened to a lot of, you know, people that are rich, and I don't even know if they're Christian or not. So I was like, listen, Lord, God, show me rich Christians. Okay, you gotta show me rich Christians. You gotta put me in places where there's rich Christian businessmen and women in my country, in my city. Then business ministry came along. I was invited by a friend, and then I went there, and then I was just like, this is it. This is what I prayed for. So we had our first session this year for 2026, and the word for the year is expectation. And I was just like, okay. And then so Pastor Ross was talking, and he was just like, so what are you expecting for? And I was just like, oh my gosh, I actually, from when he asked that question, I realized, okay, I have goals, but the way he explained expectation and how you have to open up your mind and just think big. I realized that I had goals, but I didn't have expectations, like of what God can do for me, what my expectations are, even in business, because obviously it's a business ministry. So I was like, oh my gosh, I had like a big pause moment. So I was meditating on that during the session. It was such a great session. And I was just like, yeah, Lord, you can do all things. So I need to open my mind to the possibility of all things and ask for just something big and crazy. So that's the plan. Because you also need to grow your mind. You can't just say, okay, think big. Like if your mind hasn't taken in some big stuff, you can't think it's. Um, yeah, so I'll figure it out. So anyway, I wrote my goals for this year. I'm super excited about my goals. Of course, the most important one is the spiritual um, section, because that's like the main goal for the year. That's like the main goal. And since it's the main goal, it's the one that I'm struggling to go about doing. So I need a lot of help from God. So that's what happened today. And then I went to in community, like I said, slash home cell, if that's a more universal name. And it was so great. Oh, so one of the members from my community, she was testifying, and she said, she said it, and then she explained, and I saw it. And then she was talking about like a struggle, that they were talking about a struggle that they had gone through. And they were like, I used the word is a sword. And when they said that, I saw it. And then they were like, I used the word as a sword. And I just was cutting these thoughts, these words. And I was just like, oh my gosh. Because the verse, the word is like a double-edged sword. It's just the verse. But when she said it and then she used her hand, and I was just like, dang, like the word has power. Like, when you think of all those movies maybe that you've seen, or, books that you've seen with people with swords fighting and killing people, that's what the word does to these negative thoughts and negative powers of principality coming at you. You just whoop out the sword and you go, and people die, like Zorro. Wait, did Zorro have a sword? I don't know. Did Zorro have a sword? Hey, I don't know. But yeah, so I was like, wow, that was really, really great. But yeah, so that was my day today. Um, oh, I didn't want to say my day two video, the one in black and white. I was trying a little something, something. Of course, in my consistency pursuits with these videos, I do want to, experiment, try some things, see how it looks. Hey, I saw that black and white and I was like, I look, I didn't even know how to say I looked, but I looked, yeah. Yeah. So I'm trying some things, guys. I'm trying some things. And then I saw something else. Hey, guys. I saw views in my first video. And then there was views in my second video. Then I was just like, wait, what's happening? Guys, the first 100 videos are for me and you, but for me. So I was like shocked. I'm like, who watching my videos? And in my head, I thought when I was gonna do this, 100 video consistency challenge, in my head, I thought I'd only start getting views on video 101, because the 100 would be practicing. So I was blown away. So thank you so much for viewing my video. To those that are viewing my video, comment, tell me what you think. But yeah, thank you. Okay, that's me about to go sleep and saying toodaloo. I want to say sayonara, but I'm not sure if sayonara is a goodbye. But au revoir. Okay. Bye.